Sup y'all? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Courtney, if you didn't already know that. I'm a first year LPN student here in the wonderful state of Massachusetts, and I'm going to talk to you today about me working in nursing school. So this is like something that I've seen people talk about, ask about, and wondering about working and going to nursing school. So I originally was planning on making an advice video and giving advice about how to work and do everything. And as I was talking about it and going through it, I realized there's so many different scenarios and situations for people's lives. I cannot give advice for one size fits all without you guys actually having a conversation with me or asking or personally having a one-on-one. So I thought the next best thing was to tell you my experience in going to school. So I started working when I was about 16 years old, and I am a lifeguard. I have been a lifeguard now for over 6 years. I haven't really worked in healthcare, I just been a lifeguard, and I've worked my way up to become now a CPR instructor and a certified lifeguard instructor. So now I train the new lifeguards. So I have been doing my job since I was a senior in high school up until now. And when I did college, I originally also worked while I was getting my undergrad degree in health science for the 3 years that I was at school. When I would work at that time, I worked a lot more hours. I worked more than what I currently work now. So I used to work 2 times a week at night, and then I would also work a full day on Friday because that was my one day off from school that I didn't have. So that roughly brought me up to about 14 to maybe 18 hours a week. And that was perfect for me, and it worked. And I still was getting my schoolwork in because it was college. It was a little bit different than what it is now during nursing school. Now, fast forward to 2018. I just graduated college and I'm going into nursing school. At this point, I've been working up to 18 hours every single week since 2014 up until 2018, so about 4 years. So I wasn't really aware of what was going to happen when I entered nursing school because there's no manual to nursing school. So I get there, they explain to me it's best that I work as much as practically nothing. Do not work at all, and if you have to work the minimum about 4 to 6 hours a week. To me, I was just like, no, I love my job. I really like what I do. I really don't want to give up that many hours. I don't need to do that. But I did cut down. I could no longer work my Friday all day shift because I was now going to school on Fridays, and I was going to school every single day. So I was actually in school full time, and I went to class from 2 p.m. until so I was actually in a full-time program back in 2018, and I was going to school from 8 o'clock in the morning until 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And some days I would get out of school, and I live not that far from there, get home after 2 o'clock, and it was like 2:15, sit down for about 15 minutes, change into my work uniform, get in my car, and go to work. And I would be at work from 3 o'clock and until about 7 o'clock at night, and then come home and try to do my studies. And all in all, it was not the best. It was not the best because I had school the next day, and it was very fast paced, and it's a full-time program, so I only had to be in there for 18 months. And I have learned that that was not the best route for me now because I'm now back in the same school but in their part-time program for me, for personal reasons for me. So now we're 2 years later. I took a gap year and I worked full time so I could save up enough money to not have to worry about it. And I walked into the school going part time and knowing I was working practically nothing. I started working at that moment. I only had 2 nights a week because I was only taking one class, but also I knew my schedule was changing within the month. And who would have thought my schedule would completely change in 3 months, because in March I got furloughed. But that's what I did at first. I pretty much cut down on my hours. I didn't do anything. And then when I needed to call out of work, I called out of work to make sure I had everything ready for class. Like, I was not playing games this time around. Now, after the summer has passed, I'm back at school again, and what's happened? Things have changed. I'm still only taking one class. It's kind of weird, kind of wonky, kind of online, kind of not online. And I added babysitting to it. Due to the situation of the world, I wasn't sure if I was going to actually get my job back at the one I've been working at for about 6 years. So I picked up babysitting hours. Now I am babysitting Mondays and Fridays from 1 o'clock in the afternoon to about 6 o'clock at night. And that's not bad. So I get up early, do a little bit of reading, go babysit, hang out with them. They do online class, so I will do my class when they are in class, and then come home and try to do some afterwards. I'm really working on it. But I've also now added my original job back on Tuesdays, and now I work 11 in the morning until 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So we just added a couple of hours, and the total math there, I'm pretty sure, is about 14 hours. I'm working 14 hours during the week. Now, this schedule is only going to work for me up until November, when I switch back into a more stress-inducive nursing classes. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with switching. I'm okay with changing up my schedule and making it work for me, because right now my top priority is passing school. That might not be for everyone. For you, it might be that you have a family, so you need to work. So working to you is more important than school, and maybe that's the reason why you chose a part-time program, so you could work more hours. Or you need to work more hours, not because you have a family, but because you're by yourself. You're the only one that you have for money, financial reasons, or whatever your situation is, and you have to work more. I am blessed that I have a family who is supporting me financially wise, and everything that I have, and I have a home that they provide for me, and they provide me food. I honestly don't think I could do this without them, but I have seen other classmates make it through by working and going to school. I actually have a friend who graduated the full-time program, which is only 18 months, working full-time, her full 40 hours, and going to school full-time. She did it. She got the NCLEX in the first round, and now she's a nurse, and it's amazing. So, like, I don't want people to feel discouraged or worried about trying to figure out if they can work and go to nursing school. It is very possible and it is very doable, but the biggest key point here is time management and understanding, being organized, and making sure you have a schedule and understanding what's going to happen. For me, planning out my work life is I put everything in that involves school first, and then I schedule work around school. Again, could be different for you, where work is first and school goes around work, or your kids, or your spouse, like whatever. But that's pretty much what I do for working and what I have. There really much isn't to it. You just have to know yourself, know what you need. Also, if you would like to talk it out, please hit me up in the comment section below. I'm more than happy to talk about it. Or you can send me a direct message over at Instagram. My @name is Student Nurse Court. Come over, come say hi. I'm a cool person. I'm a little weird. That's okay. But I hope this has helped you in any way. And if you have any questions, again, leave them in the comment section below. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.